So I've wanted to do a Skyrim VR Let's Play for a while, because I really do think it's the absolute best way to experience Skyrim. It's one of the best VR titles currently available, even though it's not a, quote, real VR game. So today, we're going to start on a little Let's Play of Skyrim VR. I have a few mods installed, VRIK so you can see your player body, realistic archery, Dragonborn speech naturally so you can say dialogue options and it'll work, although we don't do any of that in this part yet. A few other things in there, some graphical mods, realistic water 2, stuff like that. I've also got Oblivion's music overlaid using a mod called Personalized Music. It just fits Skyrim's world really well. I personally love Oblivion's music so much more than Skyrim's. Not to say that Skyrim's music is bad, but Oblivion's music is so much more lively, where Skyrim's is very cold and dead. I am skipping ahead in the tutorial to the point where your player character stands up after almost being beheaded, simply because if you have VRIK installed, it's really glitchy. You're like riding above the wagon instead of in it. Your body is flailing all over the place when you're actually about to be beheaded. It doesn't look good. So we're going to skip past that. So let's go ahead and start a new game and get to it.
Legends be true? Legends don't burn out villages. We need to move now! Up through the tower. Let's go!
Wow, that looks crazy in VR. It's kind of funny, I always thought the absolute worst part of Skyrim was the dragons, because, unpopular opinion, I think dragons are the worst thing that has ever happened to fantasy. They're just stupid flying sky lizards. But in VR, they are terrifying to look at. They're huge.
You're doing great. Torald! God! Everyone get back! Still alive, prisoner? Keep close to me if you want to stay that way. Gunnar, take care of the boy. I have to find General Tullius and join the defense. God's guide you. Stay close to the wall!
I mean, wow, look at these things. They're huge compared to the rest of the world. I guess it just doesn't come through very well when you're playing it on just a flat screen. At least it never did to me. We're going to go with Hadvar because I much prefer working with the Empire compared to the Stormcloaks.
Looks like we're the only ones who made it. Was that really a dragon? We should keep moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off. There you go. Take a look around. There should be plenty of gear to choose from. I'm going to see if I can find something for these bones. See if one of these chests has some armor for you. Got to be a sword or two in one of these chests. Look around.
You can see here I also have SkyUI installed. It's so much better than the default Skyrim interface, but if you've seen my other videos on game design, especially VR, you'll understand the issues I have with any UI elements in VR to begin with.
Still out there.
What I'm trying to do here is holster my weapons. It's actually part of VRIK. It adds holsters all over your body, on both your hips, on your forearms, on your calves, on your back, on your chest. It's a really cool mod when it works.
That dragon is tearing up the whole keep.
Just give me a minute. I'm out of breath.
Hear that? Storm cloaks. Maybe we can fly. Let me see if I can get that door open.
We can sell all this stuff when we finally get to a town.
Let's go.
Things that happen abruptly in VR are still kind of shocking. I totally knew that was going to happen, but it was still kind of shocking to see in VR. It's really cool.
What are you doing? We need to get out of Helgen. Now! These Imperials have potions in here. We're going to need them. Hey! To the Empire! That's the end of that. An old story. See if you can find some potions. Might come in handy.
I really hope that the Elder Scrolls 6 is designed with VR in mind. It's a few years away, easily, so I really think that it'll be more widely adopted by the time that happens. And if it is, hopefully there'll be more interaction available with items as well as better mapping on the controllers. Can you imagine being able to pick up like a tankard and drink out of it in a tavern? Some VR games that are smaller have already done stuff like that, but to see it in a full-scale Elder Scrolls game would be amazing. In the game Blade and Sorcery, you can even take the cork off a potion and tip it up to drink it, and that makes you drink the potion and get its effects. That's still a very early access title, but it's cool that that's a possibility in VR.
That's the end of that.
You fellows happened along just in time. These boys seemed a bit upset at how I've been entertaining their comrades.
Don't you even know what's going on? A dragon is attacking Helgen.
A dragon? Please, don't make up nonsense. Although, come to think of it, I hear some odd noises. Come over there.
Come with us. We need to get out of here.
You have no authority over me, boy.
Didn't you hear me? I said the keep is under attack. Wait a second. Looks like there's something in this cage.
Don't bother with that. Lost the key ages ago. Poor fellow screamed. Weeks.
See if you can get it open with some pig. We'll need everything we can get.
Sure. Take all my things. Please.
Grab what you can and let's go.
Lockpicking is another example of something that could be done so well in VR. But, of course, we just have these flat menus. Can you imagine actually having to hold the pick and shimmy around and try to get the lock open? It sounds amazing. And hard, admittedly.
There's no way out that way.
Better to stick together down here. Where in Oblivion are we supposed to go? Where's the way out?
Just give me a minute. Let me think.
See if we can find a way out. This way. Let's see where this goes. I guess we're lucky that didn't come down like always. Better push on. I'm sure the others will find another way out. That doesn't go anywhere. I guess we'd better try this one.
Now we get to see the realistic archery mod at work. In vanilla Skyrim VR, an arrow just reappears in your hand every time you fire. But with realistic archery, you actually have to reach behind you, grab another arrow from the quiver, and notch it and fire. Some things are very unnerving in VR. I think that giant spiders might be one of those.
Giant snakes.
Skyrim VR also offers realistic sneaking, so you have to sneak in the real world in order to do it in the game. You can disable it, sure, but it's a really cool feature.
Feeling lucky, you can take this boat. Might take it by surprise. Go ahead. I'll follow your lead and watch your back. Not the snaking type, huh? This looks like the way out. I was starting to wonder if we'd ever make it.
Wow.
Wait,
The open world of Skyrim in VR is just so beautiful.
looks like he's gone for good this time. But I don't think we should stick around to see if he comes back. Closest town from here is Riverwood. My uncle's the blacksmith there. I'm sure he'd help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
Everything from the distant mountains to the flowers up close,
We should go to Solitude and join up
the butterflies.
We could really use
It looks so good,
if the rebels have themselves
even on modern day lower resolution headsets.
can stop.
Aiming the bow without a crosshair can be pretty hard. It's really weird how they designed this sequence. Hadvar just stops and turns around and looks at you continuously.
See that ruin up there? Bleak Falls Barrow. When I was a boy, that place always used to give me nightmares. Draugr creeping down the mountain to climb through my window at night. That kind of thing. I admit, I still don't much like the look of it. These are the Guardian Stones. 3 of the 13 ancient standing stones that dot Skyrim's landscape. Go ahead, see for yourself. Thief, eh? It's never too late to take charge of your own fate, you know? Listen, as far as I'm concerned, you've already earned your own. But until we get that confirmed by General Tullius, just stay clear of other Imperial soldiers and avoid any complications, all right? glad you decided to come with me. We're almost to Riverwood.
Wow, these type of things look really big in VR. I thought it was just my game that made it look like that, but apparently they're just big.
Things look quiet enough here. Come on, there's my uncle. Uncle Alvo, hello.
What are you doing here? Are you on leave from shores, boats? What happened to you, boy? Are you in some
Uncle,
kind of
please,
trouble?
keep your voice down. I'm fine, but we should go inside to talk.
What's going on? And who's this?
He's a friend. Saved my life, in fact. Come on, I'll explain everything, but we need to go inside.
Okay, come inside then. Sigrid will get you something to eat, and you can tell me all about it.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
What?
There's also a mod that makes it where you can actually sit down in VR. Like if you sit in a chair in the game, you're still standing, but if you use that mod, you could sit on the floor of your play space, or in an actual chair, I guess, and be sitting in the game. I don't really think that's necessary, but it's cool that it's a mod. I think that's where I'm going to end this one for today. I need to fix a few of my mods because they're acting up a little bit, but this is a pretty good start. Consider liking and subscribing if you liked seeing this, or if you want to see more videos about game design, or more of the Skyrim VR Let's Play, any of the stuff I'm posting. Maybe check out my game design stuff. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.